Hello everyone, welcome back to our series of data science with Python. In today's video, we will tackle two essential concepts in data science: identifying multicollinearity and applying principal component analysis. By the end of this video, you will know how to implement both techniques in Python. First is identifying multicollinearity in Python. So let's talk about multicollinearity. This occurs when two or more independent variables in a data set are highly correlated, which can mess up your regression models. Let's identify it in Python. So first, we will import the essential library. We'll use dataset with multiple features. Let's load and explore it. So here we are importing the libraries and the dataset. So here's our synthetic data set with some features. We have intentionally added multicollinearity by creating x5 as a linear combination of x1 and x2. Now we will visualize the matrix. So next we will use the correlation matrix to visualize relationships between variables. For that is the code. Correlation matrix equals to data dot corr is a correlation method, and sns dot heat map correlation matrix n not equals to true, c map equals to cool warm, blt which is plot dot title correlation matrix is plot dot show. In the heat map, look for values close to 1 or -1. High correlation like these often indicate multicollinearity. So next we will calculate the inflation factor. So to calculate multicollinearity, we use the variance inflation factor as a VIF above 5 or sometimes 10 is considered problematic. So the code for that will be this. Let me recheck. This is not the code. Yes, so this is the code. They have calculate VIF df. VIF equals to PD dot data frame. Variable equals to df dot columns. And VIF equals to VIF variance inflation factor df dot value comma I for I in range df dot shape index 1 return VIF and VIF df. So the VIF table shows us which variable have high multicollinearity. In this case, X5 will likely have a high VIF due to its correlation with X1 and X2. So let's run this code. First, importing, loading the sample data set, then running X5 linearly with X1 and X2. Data.head data will be this. So X2 and X5 2345 and correlation matrix. Then we will assign heat map and VIF calculation, printing VIF underscore DF. So the output will be this heat map. There is a heat map. This is x1, x1, x2, and the color. This color shows which variable have high multicollinearity. So applying a principal component analysis. This is our second topic of this video. So now that we have identified multicollinearity, let's reduce its principal component analysis. PCA, which stands for Public Component Analysis, transforms correlated variables into a smaller set of correlated components while preserving as much variance as possible. So our first step is to standardize the data. Before applying PCA, we standardize the data to ensure all features are on the same scale. For that, the code will be this. This will standardize the data. Let's run this part. Now, standardizing is critical because PCA is sensitive to the scale of the data. Let's apply PCA and reduce our data set to two components. So for that, our code will be this. PCA equals to PCA and components equals to 2. The components equals to 2 defines that we want to reduce our data set to two components. Print f explain variance ratio. PCA dot explain variance ratio. So let's run this part. Explain variance ratio is 0.4104016750 and 0.25143 So visualize the PCA components. Now let's visualize the new PCA transformed data. For that, we will make a graph and run this. So this will create this output. This this scatter plot shows the data projected onto two principal components. Notice how the dimensionality is reduced while retaining the data structure. So let's go from here. As you can see, the graph. PCA isn't just for visualization, it's also used in predictive modeling. Let's integrate it into a pipeline. This will be the code to integrate this into a pipeline. And now we will run this. So here we are splitting the data. Build pipeline with PCA and logistic regression. Incorporating PCA into a pipeline improves model performance by reducing noise from multicollinearity. The output of this will be model accuracy is 0.7. And there you have it. We identified multicollinearity using correlation matrices and VIF, then applied PCA to handle it and reduce dimensionality. These are individual techniques for pre-processing data in machine learning. So this is it for this video. Thanks for watching.